Fellow engineers, my name is Engineer Shammah Kiteme. I'm a registered consulting engineer with Engineers Board of Kenya, and I'm a corporate member of the Institution of Engineers of Kenya. I have served engineers with dedication, and these are some of the accomplishments we've been able to make. I was able to chair the strategic planning that we delivered 2019 to 2023. I was able to represent engineers in the building code committee, where I was able to spearhead the process together with a committee that was appointed by the PS, and I was able to participate through the entire process, interacting with members of parliament and senators through the entire process of policy formulation, which gives me a head start in understanding policy formulation processes. I was able to influence the Joint Building Control Council to recognize mechanical, electrical, civil structural engineers in their green standard contract. I was able to bring the world literary into IEK by organizing webinars where speakers were drawn from New Zealand, Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, and we were discussing very pertinent topics that are important for our profession. I've been able to pursue welfare issues, the remuneration for engineers and the scale of fees, among other things. This, members, has been out of my commitment to the cause and welfare of engineers, and now I come to you again requesting that you vote for me as IEK Hon Secretary so that I will be able to take this further. This is my agenda. I'm looking forward to recasting the IEK vision for the next 50 years and beyond, and I'm focusing on 4 pillars. My first pillar is vision. We are going to recast IEK vision for the next 50 years. We are going to create a legislators forum, a CEO's cocktail, and a forum to interact with the COG to push the agenda for engineers. We are going to create an online resource center for IEK. We are also going to provide reliable services to IEK members, pegged on performance contracting for staff and all the committees that we create in the next council. And we are going to make IEK the leader in the infrastructure sector. Our second pillar is making IEK the voice of all engineers. We are going to make sure that the issues affecting engineers get into the mainstream media. We're also going to ensure that engineers are accommodated or absorbed in all infrastructure projects and stop this business of having foreigners taking all the jobs that engineers can take up in our own country. My third pillar is a visible IEK. We are going to make sure that from experience we have gathered in policy formulation, engineers' views are included every time there is a law being made, and we will push to make sure that engineers are heard. We are also going to set up linkage with all infrastructure and engineering related organizations so that we have effective linkage with the industry to advance the interests of engineers. My fourth pillar is a viable IEK. We are going to establish partnerships with players in the industry for sustainable fundraising in all our activities. We are also going to set up a training program touching on Gs, Ps, and Cs, which will grow into a fully fledged Kenya engineering training program, offering very relevant training for engineers in practice. Lastly, all our presidential dinners are going to be not made for speeches. They are going actually to be feedback sessions where IEK committees give accountability to members on what they have been able to achieve for them. Fellow engineers, I now request for your vote to be our next IEK Honorary Secretary, because I've delivered and I will deliver. My name is Engineer Shammah Kiteme Munyoki. Vote for me.